Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would do a little update video on my guide to WHDLoad because some people are running into a few problems, and it seems that people are running into the same problem, or some people are anyway, which involves the USB stick. Now, if you're having problems getting your games to work via WHDLoad, the first thing I would try to change is your USB stick. Now, I'm not one for recommending brands normally, because I would like to do things as cheaply as possible, because let's face it, we all have to live that way in this world, especially at the moment in the UK, at least, with all the bills going up. But on this occasion, I would strongly recommend that you use a branded stick. I'm going to show you the picture of the one I use. This is from Amazon, obviously, so you can see, you can get a rough idea, you can get it on there. This is the actual stick that I'm using right now. It's a 32GB Cruiser Blade SanDisk. It only actually costs $5.99 at the moment on Amazon, so it's fairly cheap. I would even suggest that you use a lower capacity. I only use this one because when I went to order, I think it was from Argos or somewhere, they literally only had 32GB and upwards sticks. So I took a chance, I got this one, and it works perfectly for me. But most people do say on these mini consoles it's a good idea to have a low gigabyte stick. So you don't need a lot for the WHDLoad package. I think if you downloaded every single game, you're probably not going to take more than 3 or 4 gig. So you're not going to need a load of space. So I would recommend anywhere sort of maybe from between 8 gig and the 32, but certainly don't go higher than that. And when you right click on this stick, I'm not going to do it myself because it's not plugged in now, it's plugged into my console obviously, but when you right click on it and hit format, make sure it gives you the option to format to FAT32. Okay, that's what you need it to be in, and I'm reckoning that a lot of people are running into problems. Maybe their stick is like a cheap one, or it's something that isn't quite recognizing that you have to format into FAT32. So try and get one of these sticks if you can, because I know they work. So that's my recommendation. You don't have to get this. You can try any stick you want. But as long as you can get it to go into FAT32, and then follow the instructions on the last video. So basically you download the WHDLoad package and you put that into the root of the stick. Okay, a lot of people are saying that they can't get certain games to work as well, and I've had this problem too. What I have discovered though is it's the amiga stuff. Now I don't know if they have not updated the stuff on there, so this could well be fixed quite quickly in a firmware update, hopefully. But yeah, a lot of the amiga stuff is not working. It seems to fail with the same error every time, and I've been getting it. I've had it on about 10 games. It says set patch not found, and then of course it goes through a few motions of cycling through a few bits and pieces, and then it just goes to a blank screen. Yeah, I would try and steer clear of those. I gave you the link last time to Lemon Amiga, and every game I've tried to play for there so far, touch wood, has worked. I mean, you're going to come across a few that don't, most probably, but we're going to go back onto Lemon Amiga just to show you. This is the link. Obviously it's lemonamiga.com. There is a way you can get games downloaded a little bit quicker. I mean, what I showed you in the last video was to search for each individual game on here. So say we're just going to do Indiana again, as we put on last time. There we go. So we've got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. It will bring up the game, and then you have the link here to WHDownload, which you can click on, and obviously it will bring you up all the games for that. There is a faster way to do it from Lemon Amiga or from here. Obviously you can see up the top here you have all the letters here. So if you literally clicked on the hashtag, it will give you all the numbered games there, and you literally just have to click on each one and it will download. So you can do it that way. You can get there from Lemon Amiga too by clicking on the links and on games download, and then WHDownload is here, and it will bring you onto this screen, and there you go. There are all the links for all the games. So basically if you want to say grab Sensible World of Soccer, it will be listed in here somewhere. There you go. But you can just grab every game, just click on it. I'll do one as an example, and obviously it will just start to download. So it takes a lot less time to do that. It's going to be a little bit time consuming. Obviously I think it took me about an hour and a half to grab the games I wanted, but it's so far these have been reliable, these have been working. So I mean, what do you want? At the end of the day, you want games that work, don't you? So I'd still advise maybe grabbing them from here. But if you've got anything that starts loading with the amiga logos and everything, chances are it's probably not going to work. But hopefully they will fix that in a future update. Another thing to note is when you put your games on the system into a folder, the folders also have a limit of 256 games only, I believe. This is what somebody quoted on Facebook on one of the groups. And it did work for me actually, because I put everything into one folder and half my games were not showing up and I couldn't work out why. There is a limit, so my advice to you there would be to put them into separate folders. Like I've done it alphabetical folders. Obviously each folder then will have a limit of 256 games, you see, so you won't be breaking them. If you stuck them all in that A500 folder and you did exceed 256 games, then some of the games are not going to show up. So bear that in mind. The next thing to bear in mind really is just at the end of the day, some games just won't work. You know, it's just going to happen. They've not given us any guarantees when it comes to WHDLoad, have they? They've just said you can put your games on there. You know, they're not providing any games. You're finding them for yourself. And sometimes these are old games, aren't they? They just won't work. I mean, we used to have this when we'd emulate on other things. You know, sometimes games flat out wouldn't work properly. I always had trouble running Batman the movie when I used to play it on WinUAE, the emulator. For some reason the versions I was getting were just not working properly. So you've got to bear that in mind, you know, and also bear in mind it's early days, you know, it's very early days for this system. They have said as well that ADF and HDF are coming to the system in a future update. So, you know, most of you have probably got a whole bunch of ADF files, so you may not need to mess with this in the future if they do make those compatible. So bear that in mind, just stay patient with it. I've seen videos where people are saying that they've sent the console back already to the manufacturers because it's rubbish, and I don't quite understand that, because, you know, even my PlayStation 5 has problems, you know, and it's been out over a year. The big consoles get a lot of slack cut to them because obviously, you know, they're the big consoles, but spare a little thought for the guys that develop this. There's going to be teething problems when you get one first up, you know, and you just got to hang in there, stay patient and hope for an update, and I'm sure they'll be supporting this console. They've said they would be, so hang on in there. That's my advice. But obviously to each their own. If you want to send your machine back and you're not happy with it, then that's your call, isn't it? But me personally, I'm gonna give it some time. I know there are a few issues. I've had a few myself, and right now we're going to go on to the A500 and I'm just going to go over one or two things on there. Okay, so here we are back on the A500 Mini, and I'm just going to demonstrate something to you. So I'm going to randomly load a game. We'll load up Flashback for the purposes of this demo. Okay, and as you can see, the cropping is wrong on this. Also, I'm pressing a button and the menu is supposed to pop up, and the menu is not popping up either. Okay, so how do we fix these little issues? Just make sure the game is loading up. Yep, the game is loading up, as you can see. So the best way to fix these is you press the home button to come back out, and press the red button again to go back into the stick, and then we've got the menu for the game settings, so click on that. First thing to do to fix the crop, you can do it yourself if you want to. What I like to do is press Y, auto crop, and that will hopefully fix that issue. We'll check that when we come out of here. To fix the menu not coming up, go into Map Gamepad and press the red button, and then just back out of it. Back out of everything and into the main menu and press home again to resume your game. Now hopefully what you'll find is the cropping will have been fixed, and also when you press menu your keyboard pops up. But as you can see, the game is now appearing on the screen the way it should do. So use auto crop if you're having a few issues fitting it on the screen, or like I said, you can do it yourself if you prefer. You know, there's no fast rules for it. You know, some games will fit on better in different ratios and stuff like that. So obviously you might want to let the machine take care of it for you. And also someone today was asking how you get into the menu settings themselves. So if you come all the way out of here, so I'll just back right out and close. So go into your settings, go down to advanced options, and you go into expert mode, and you click this button here, enable expert game settings, and that will give you the when we go back into the stick and we go into these settings, it will get you more options up here. You saw the extra options I had. I think you don't get to see any of this stuff if it's just normal. So you can obviously change the chip speed, so you can slow the game down a bit. You can mess with this blitter mode, which I don't quite understand too much about, but I know you can fine tune your game a lot. And obviously you've got these options would have been up here anyway, so that's just handy to know basically. Yeah, so at the end of the day, right, like I said, my advice to this console is just stick with it for now. I know there's going to be problems. I know some people are not happy with the way their games have been working and stuff like that, but it's a new console. You've got to give these guys a chance to support it, and well, you don't have to. It'll be funny, you can do whatever the hell you want. It's your console at the end of the day, isn't it? I keep calling it a console. You know, the original Amiga obviously was a computer, but this is a console, isn't it? Let's face it, we don't have a working keyboard for it. So yeah, I would just say hang on in there for some updates. They will be coming, I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure they read a lot of the comments. I know they do, because they've retweeted a few of my tweets when I've been like advertising my videos and stuff. So they are watching, they are listening to people on social media. So if you've got a few gripes, maybe just put them in a post to them. I mean, be nice, you know, you don't have to be nasty about it, but you know, just, and I'm sure they'll read them, and I'm sure they will be aware of the issues that are out there right now with everything. And yeah, I just think that some people are being a bit sensational, where they're plonking up videos on YouTube saying, oh, I've sold mine within 30 minutes and stuff. And well, why? Give it a chance. You know, it's early days, and there's a massive community, thriving community on Facebook and social media that are really loving this, and they're very helpful. I've had so many people in my comments have problems, and you know, people in there the comments have just been really kind and helpful and just looking out for each other. So, and any questions you ever have, any like technical difficulties or whatever, just ask me. If I can help you, I will. I'm not going to tell you I'm the world's biggest expert. I'm really not, you know, but we've managed to solve a few people's issues between me and a few of the commenters. So just try, you know, there's no point in giving up on this just yet, I don't think, personally. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this little short video just to help with a few of the issues we've run into so far. I hope you're enjoying your A500 Mini. Any more comments, any more problems, let me know down below, and we'll all try and help you the best way we can. Okay guys, thank you so much. Take care. I will see you on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and don't forget to like the video if you would. It would help me out a great deal. Thank you so much for everything you've done so far for me. I'm really enjoying the comments. Keep them coming, and let's enjoy this mini console together. Thanks guys, take care. Bye for now.